Hi, my name is Becca and I'm a senior at Grove High School.
She grew up around her grandparents, hearing and learning stories. And once she started school and began practicing for Cherokee Challenge Bowl, she realized that she already knew a lot about her heritage.
Stories that I learned when I grew up and had to start studying for like Cherokee Challenge Bowl, like stickball and the raven mocker, that's the right word, isn't it? Yeah, like that kind of stuff, like old stories. But I never knew it was about my heritage until I got to doing the language bowls and the challenge bowls. And then when I heard them, I was like, oh, I know these. She always took the time to I didn't know she was teaching about my heritage, but she was. And so when I got older, and she passed away when I was younger, but then I really, really appreciate now all those stories that at one point I thought were just made up stories. I get that they're like a part of what makes me who I am. When I went to school and I had Cherokee friends, they picked on me and said that I was like the white girl, even though I am Cherokee. But the family member who really told me that I was Cherokee was my great-grandma Duke, and she looked Cherokee, so that's kind of where I got it from. And she used to just always tell me stories that her grandparents had told her and that their grandparents had told them, and she was just a really neat lady.
Becca is taking several advanced placement classes this year. Among other classes, she is taking literature, statistics, and biology.
Of your pointer, there's a whole bunch of them clustered together.
Oh,
See?
that's so cool.
They're pretty. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of them there.
She just has one of those personalities, true natural born leader, so kind and encouraging to everyone, and just a model student, just one that this is why you became a teacher. She's always willing to go above and beyond, and if she doesn't know something, she'll dig in and plant her heels until she learns it. She's definitely one of the most driven young individuals I've ever come across in my 15 years of education. Very organized. She just has a natural ability to kind of keep everything in line, and those around her too. She does a great job of that. If you have a Becca on a job, it's going to be done correctly, no matter what it is, whether it's school, a volunteer organization. She's very involved in her church also. I think it's just one of those that she was born with. She's just a natural born leader.
Personally, I'm gonna miss Rosalita. Easter just won't be the same without her. Rosalita! Rosalita, come back!
This is her first year to participate in speech, and she seems to be excelling in it.
This year she told me that she had decided that she wanted to try speech. I was so happy because I can tell when a student has the ability and the talent to do something, and Becca Lucky is one of those people. I was overjoyed that she would come into speech. And since she has come into speech, even though this is her first year, she has become a leader. She has that ability, and the students look up to her. And even before the first tournament, they watch her. And Becca Lucky has the most wonderful work ethic. She works every day in class. And even though she is a pretty cool kid, she still talks to everyone. And I think that's one of her big attributes, is that she talks to everybody and she is everybody's friend.
Becca was a gymnast as a child and participated in many other sports, but an injury caused her to stop. She did, however, find another way to stay involved with sports.
So I found a way to keep being around sports, which I love. In my family, we love all sports. And so I have been going to the OU camp every summer to learn how to be an athletic trainer, and they teach me all the ins and outs of the medical side. And then my coaches have really taken time to teach me the rules and stuff of the sports that I'm with. So this year I'm in football and wrestling and track, but I've done every sport that Grove High School has to offer. And I love it. I love taking care of people, and I love sports. So this is just a way for me to still be with the things that I love so much, and then find a new passion, which is taking care of people.
What does it mean to you to be a Cherokee citizen?
To me, it's the whole story of where I came from, like from the very beginning when the Cherokees were in North Carolina in the mountains, like just growing up and having Johnny and Thompson. She's like my favorite lady ever. Just her telling me the stories and about all the things that her grandparents did, and then she showed us, obviously I couldn't see like the original copy of the Dawes Rolls, but like she showed us pictures and stuff, and it's like, that's my family. Like I was related to those people, and they made it possible for me to be able to live this life and have all the support and benefits that I have today. And so it's just like this huge umbrella of support and love, and like no matter who you are, how you're related, like the Cherokees will take care of you. And that's what it is. We're all one big tribe, we're one big family.
Becca is pretty much going non-stop with her studies, traveling both as a sports trainer and as a participant in speech tournaments. She makes sure to find time for her Bible journaling as well.
In my family, like going to church and following Jesus has been like the #1 priority. Like that's how we were raised, is you follow Jesus and then you follow everything else. So that's just a really big part of my life. And so last year for Christmas, my parents got me my very first journaling Bible. And within a year, I had filled it up.
She is attending Tulsa University this fall and plans on a bachelor's degree in nursing to start with. Eventually, someday, she wants to help the Cherokee people.
Just for me personally, like all my grandparents are all Indian, and so I've been around them my whole life, and just their health, and I've noticed in the nation like this huge push to change the way people are living, like with a healthy lifestyle. And that's so important to me, especially because 2 of my grandparents have diabetes, they all have high blood pressure, like 2 of them have passed away because of health problems, and so that's really near and dear to my heart. And so for me personally, when I grow up, I want to study nursing at the University of Tulsa, and after that I'm going to get my master's in nurse practitioning, and I want to take care of the Cherokees the elders who have taken care of me my whole life, and just really help them to push so when they get older they can still maintain that healthy lifestyle and be active, and they can run around with their grandparents, because there's a lot of stuff that I wish my grandparents could still do with me. My papa is Cherokee, and he is always like, he's still active. He's almost 70 years old, and he goes and works on the ranch all day long, every single day, no matter what happens. And that's how his dad was too. Until the day he died, he'd get up and work the farm, and I just really love that, and I just want all of the Cherokees to be able to have that kind of lifestyle.